Hey everyone, hope you're doing well today. It's Eric from the MMG. Welcome to our channel. Today we're talking the Steam Summer Sale 2025 and the biggest titles that you should look forward to picking up on this sale. 2025 has been a hell of a year. We've seen so many great games that I expect we see some nice discounts to kind of get their numbers up a little bit on the sell side. And we're going to start out with the one you see in the background right now, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Touted as one of the best games in 2025 by a lot of reviewers still. I think it's going to see at least a 20% discount in the Steam sale coming up, which starts tomorrow, by the way, Thursday, June the 26th. Let's get down to business, though. We're going to look at this game. It's got very positive reviews, almost 80,000 reviews. It does with recent and all reviews there. We have 78,000 reviews, which is very positive and 93% score. So highly touted and well reviewed. So we know we're getting a solid product here. Standard price is $59.99. Like I said, if we see a 20% discount, I expect to see it for like $45 right around that area. And I think that would be a great time to pick this up. Maybe we'll get a little bit more of a discount too, 25, 30% even. I think if you've been holding out like me, I was in the middle still playing Monster Hunter when this came out. And then, shortly after that was Assassin's Creed Shadows. And so I never got around to playing this one as I didn't get a key to review it. So it went to my list of ones that I will pick up eventually and play when it's on a good sale. Maybe it'll be this summer sale. I don't know. We'll see. But this is game number one on my list. Make sure you keep your eye out for the sale, and we'll see what the price is tomorrow. All right, and next up on my list, I hinted to it already, Monster Hunter Wilds, which came out at the end of February in 2025. It's getting hit right now with some negative reviews. I'm not sure what happened. I don't follow all this whole train of negatively reviewing games. I don't know what that's all about. I'm not sure what happened, but I haven't been following it. But anyways, this is a good game. If you like the Monster Hunter series, you're going to like this game. We had a lot of fun playing it at release, and I really liked the cooperative elements to it that it adds, and we just thought it was a lot of fun. And with the price being $69.99, it's a little bit higher end of a title, I would kind of expect to be at a deeper discount, so we may be looking at a 30+% off on this baby. And like I said, if you're a Monster Hunter fan, I think you're going to like this game. They made some changes to make it easier. If you've never played Monster Hunter, this might be a great entry point for you, because they did kind of simplify some things and make it a little more user-friendly. Monster Hunter Wilds. All right, next up we have Assassin's Creed Shadows. This is still my current game of the year for me personally. I am not a huge Assassin's Creed fan, so this game really took me by surprise as much as I loved it. Just exploring the environment was so much fun, and I love that about a game. So being able to go out and explore the environment and just find things to do, it's just, squirrel constantly when you're out trying to do things. So you really have to focus to actually complete your missions. And then the world is just so huge with so many different tasks to do. And this game was just, I felt like it was almost made for me. I really, really enjoyed it. Had a great time with it, sunk in a ton of hours. And, and overall, it was pretty positively reviewed. It's got mostly positive reviews right now on Steam. And I can't say enough good things about this game. It's another $69.99 title. I do expect them to do a nice discount, 30% plus maybe a little bit more. Maybe we'll even see like a 50% discount. I know Ubisoft has done that in the past with titles that didn't quite do as well as they wanted. And though I think this game did do well, I don't think it still hit the marks that they were hoping for. So I think we might see a nice discount on this. Assassin's Creed Shadows. All right, next up is Civ 7, which came out in February the 10th. Another game I was playing that I really, really enjoyed. Now, it really had a lot of negative reaction from some long-term fans because of some of the changes they made. But again, this was another game that kind of simplified things. It's a great entry point for new people who haven't played any of the franchise. And even for long-time returnees, I really like this game quite a bit. Now, it did feel a bit empty in places. And, that's how Civ works. They always add all this awesome DLC that kind of fills up the game. And the best time to actually play the game is near the end of its life, because that's when it's actually completely content full and everything. And I don't really like that model, but that's a video for a different discussion. But let's talk about the price point right now, which is $69.99, another top tier game. But since it's the base game, I think Civ might go low on this. We may see a 50% discount to try to bolster the numbers and get people playing this version of the game again, and get ready for the new DLC, which I'm sure is in the wake. I haven't been paying too close attention, but I'm sure they have one coming up soon, which they'll want more of a base to build off of to get people to buy that DLC. So I expect a nice 50% possibly discount on this game, which just came out February the 10th. That's Civ 7. All right, next up we have Atomfall. This one came out there towards the end of March. I also got to play this one. You got a couple videos on the channel if you want to check it out. It's an interesting game. It's a lot of exploring, adventure-like. I really liked the open world aspects of it, and the storytelling was very interesting. It was a different take on kind of like what I would call nuclear disaster area, and I did like it. It did things a little bit different, but it still felt familiar in most areas, which was nice as well. So if you're looking for a single player game that you can sink some hours into, I think Adamfall. If you like storytelling, I think Adamfall might be a good approach. It also has that awesome $50 price tag, so it's a little bit cheaper than a lot of the other games out right now. And I do expect a deep discount. I think we might see 33% plus off on this title, so it might be a great time to buy into it. Again, I don't think it sold as well as they had hoped, but it was pretty well reviewed. So if you're looking for this title, you've been waiting to pull the trigger, this Steam sale might be the time. All right, next up is Like a Dragon Pirate Yukaza in Hawaii. What a mouthful of a title, right? Now, obviously, this series is long running. People really love it. I have never really personally got into this series, but I love pirate-themed games, right? And so this one was the one I thought for sure I was going to get into. Now, I didn't get a review key, so I never did check it out. And again, it came right in the middle of all the other games. So I wasn't looking for anything. And so I was waiting on a sale. So maybe this will be the sale. I don't think it sold as well as they had hoped. I don't know numbers overall on consoles and stuff. But I don't think on the Steam, at least, it didn't do as good as they'd hoped. But it does have very positive reviews, mostly positive now. But it's got the $60 price tag. I expect maybe up to a 50% discount on this game. We'll see. I could be a little off on that. But if we can pick it up for $30, that might be a heck of a buy. A good time to get into it. All right, next up is one I'm really looking forward to, and I hope it's got a nice discount. SplitFiction, overwhelmingly positive reviews. Everybody loves this game. I like the two previous games that came out from Hazel Light Studios, so I expect to love this game just as well. And yeah, I'm excited. Came out March the 6th. It's got a $50 price tag, which is awesome. And if you know how these games work, they come with a Friends Pass. So only one of you have to own the game and you can play it. And these games are meant to be played with 2 players. And so you need to have someone to play with, a friend, a partner, whoever. So yeah, I'm excited for this game. I honestly don't expect too much of a discount since it's so highly rated. I would expect maybe a 10 to 15% discount at the most we'll see on it. Obviously, I hope for more. But this game is quality. And, people usually pay for quality, and they know that. So they want to keep making the games as good as possible to keep that quality level, and they've done that with SplitFiction. So I'm excited for this one. Definitely one I'm probably going to pick up in the Steam Summer Sale, probably no matter the price. But don't tell them that, right? I need it cheap, guys, if you're listening. So that is SplitFiction. All right, next up is Claire Obscure Expedition 33. This one kind of came out of nowhere. I remember I actually highlighted it in one of my monthly videos about an upcoming game that looked like it could be interesting, but I hadn't heard much about it. Well, it came out and people just loved it. Great reviews all over, overwhelmingly positive reviews. It's got 86,000 reviews, which is a lot, and it's just over 2 months old, which means it is eligible. You have to be a month old to be available on a Steam sale. So we could definitely see a discount on this. Again, being such a high-rated game, I doubt it would be a deep discount, but even if 10, 15, 20% would be fantastic. And this title is another one that I'm looking forward to. That's Claire Obscure Expedition 33. All right, that wraps up our Steam Summer Sale preview for 2025. Hopefully this video gave you some ideas of games to look for in this Steam Summer Sale. Leave a comment below. Let me know some other games you're looking forward to. I love to learn what people play, what they enjoy, and what they're looking forward to as well. And games for 2025, what's left that you're most excited for. There's a lot of games still on the horizon, which I'm very excited about myself. So don't forget to leave me a comment. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And most importantly, have yourself a great day.